Hi guys, good afternoon. Today is Monday, April 26, 2021, US day and time. So today, since I've got the time, I took the opportunity to resolve the issue I had way back in early 2020 during the onset of COVID. My employer put us, the employees, into a furlough until they have to recall us to work. So with that, under the pandemic unemployment compensation benefits under the CARES Act, we should be eligible to receive on the federal level for $600 weekly. So then the 600 on a weekly basis, that is pre-tax, and then once you receive it, it's already taxed. So I received two week period. So I received $1,200 plus the state side. So it depends also on how much you earn. So at that point, I was still working from the period of December to March of 2020. I was working two jobs, part time and full time. So I started a full time job at the YMCA on December 14 of 2019, and then I was furloughed in March of 2020. So um, I did receive 2 week period for a total of 1,200 in the federal level. So somehow there was a conflict of determining the base period. The eligibility wise, it said that let me see here for reference. So the program covers under the law COVID-19 outbreak. So we'll see here. So anyone who is affected by the COVID and was furloughed or stopped working, you can claim unemployment insurance. So how do you apply? So there's an eligibility on the website and a walkthrough. So there are certain information they require you, and then for the filing of the claim. So yeah, I went through in that process, and then I was getting the COVID aid relief. Um, yeah, that's like I said, it's a $600 weekly on the federal level. And then unfortunately, they sent me after a month that I owe them back the 1,200. Until now, it's a monthly basis. I just ignore it because I took to the HR director and she said I don't have to pay anything because I was qualified when I was furloughed because I earned 10 times higher than my previous job, which is one of the determination. But somehow they just base it on my prior job, and it's just a mess. So I did not return the money because I don't owe them anything. I keep contacting the Iowa Workforce Development, and I have a contact with one of the staff there. So my HR director and I talked to her, and she confirmed that since I earned 10 times higher than with my prior job, I should be eligible for that. And then when I talked to another staff, she said there was no any action taken that I took to one of the staff. So I asked her what the best thing I do. And she said I have to file online for overpayment waiver. So since I work in Iowa State, although I live in the Illinois state, but I work in the Iowa state, so I have to go through on the website under the Iowa Workforce Development. So under I type in Iowa Workforce Development overpayment waiver. So to waive the overpayment, so I have to go through this one. And as you can see, if you are not really into a lot of information, you really give up for this one, what I went through. So I just give you a walkthrough. So this is on the Iowa. Every state level is different, but I think it must be the same information. It's just different setup, I guess. So it has to go with the basic information, your mailing address, physical address here, and then on the next page, just information, family information. So it will also ask the employer's name, the last four digit of the income, social security number, your monthly gross income, your partner employment information, and then Part B here, it asks, how did I spend my unemployment insurance benefits? So I indicated here that it was used with the household expenses, utility bills, mortgage, food, etc. while furloughed. And then list any benefits or rights to benefits that you gave up when you were initially approved for unemployment insurance benefits. I really don't know how to answer this correctly, so I just stated that I didn't understand, but I was furloughed last March 31st, 2020 due to the pandemic and returned to work third week of April. So is there any other information about your inability to pay Iowa Workforce Development that they wanted to know? So I just indicated here that per our HR director conversation that I must be qualified for the benefits since I earn 10 times higher with the weekly unemployment benefit amount in the insured work after the disqualifying separation from my previous employer. So I put the unemployment decision and my paycheck from when I started as a full-time at the YMCA until April of 2020. So they sent a decision, a follow-up one after I complained. Here is the unemployment insurance decision that they sent me November 13 of 2020. And it said that the decision indicate that me as a claimant earned 10 times higher with a weekly unemployment benefit amount in insured work after the disqualifying separation from my previous employer in the hospitality industry. So wage credits for my employer information, they give the amount earned during the period from October 2018 to April 4th of 2020 will be charged to the Unemployment Compensation Fund. So this decision becomes final unless an appeal is postmarked. So they already indicated that my record indicate that I earned 10 times higher, which is also the HR was telling me, and that's also what I understand on the website based on the CARES Act. So it really is a confusing dealing with this matter, but I'll just gonna try to file the overpayment waiver based on the staff of the Iowa Workforce Development that I talked to 2 weeks ago. So that's why I indicated my paycheck from December 2019 when I started until when I was furloughed, and also with the decision copy. And then on the next page, now we are in the part C of the overpayment waiver application. So it will basically ask you the income and assets, both of you, if you are married or if you are, depending on your status, if you're single, married or legally separated. So you have to indicate there. So it asks for my gross monthly wage from all jobs, including part-time employment, my monthly income from other sources, that includes with my spouse income, social security benefits, and then it asks for social security benefits, which we don't have, other pensions, unemployment benefits, other income, And then in the other financial assets or liquid assets category, it asks you how much is your savings, your checking account, how much in there, your money market, stocks and bonds. And then in the bottom side, it's the other financial assets, non-liquid assets like the primary home, how much it does cost. And then under assessed value of primary home, how much your house costs, your 401k, IRA, 403b. So under the vehicle, it requires the primary information, secondary vehicle, the model. So now we are under the expenses and liabilities form or category. So they ask your primary mortgage, or if you're renting per month, how much it is, your average food cost for the month, average utility cost, average clothing cost, real estate taxes, home renters insurance, with so much information, guys. So a lot, really. So we'll go next to the bottom part. So now under the childcare, we don't have any childcare expense. Then it asks for your credit balance, your credit limit, other monthly support expenses. If you have a if you have a child support paid, alimony paid, other court order payments, which we do not have. So the next question is about monthly investment and property expenses. It will ask how much is your monthly mortgage, your monthly utilities, monthly mandatory payroll deductions, federal taxes, FICA taxes, Medicare taxes, state tax. So the next field is if we have union dues, which is 0, wage garnishment, 0, monthly insurance premiums. It asks your health insurance premium monthly, auto, life, disability, and others. And the next category is others, involves primary home, total owed, if you have a secondary home, how much is your monthly car payments, and if you have a second car, how much it is. Then we'll go to the next page. So the last page is about the signature and acknowledging if the information entered is true and accurate. Date of application, which is today, email address, and click submit. So it says it's complete. Thank you. Your submission has been received. So I'm hoping, guys, that this overpayment waiver will be successful. Right now, it's just hope. Otherwise, I really don't want to pay this because I am entitled for it. Otherwise, their option is to garnish my wage or my paycheck. They can garnish with the amount on a monthly or every time on the paycheck, or with my tax return. They have other options. Okay, on the overpayment statement of amount due, it said that failure to satisfy this overpayment in full will result in Iowa Workforce Development requesting withholding of any Iowa income tax refund, lottery or casino prize, or vendor payment. If the overpayment is due to fraud, Iowa Workforce Development may take legal action, including garnishment of wages, filing of a lien, and withhold your federal income tax refund. Anywho, this is not due to fraud in the very first place, so they can't do that to me. But we'll just see how, but I won't really refund them because my HR said I don't owe them anything. So hopefully this overpayment waiver will works, and I hope I will receive a feedback in a week or two, depending on how, because they're busy. They have so much stuff going on because of this pandemic. So at least I did my part. I filed for an overpayment waiver, filling out this online application. So much information, starting to finish. You really have a lot of details, how much personal information, work-related information, how much your investment, how much your assets, liabilities, and then your expenses. So that's conclude with the application. They just really wanted to know. So yeah, I'm just glad that my paid time off is productive, and finally I managed to do it, because I can't do this at work because it requires more time and very detail oriented and a lot of information to review, like insurances, a lot health premiums, all those premiums and stuff. So yeah, I'm happy that I finally able to do this today, and just expect to whatever feedback. So I'm really hoping that it will be a positive outcome. Because it's a $1,200, guys, and I don't want to pay it because I didn't owe anything from them. I am eligible, and hopefully my paycheck attachment from starting my full-time job to March, which is the first quarter of the year last year, will satisfy my application, and also their decision, which they sent me last November. So we'll see from there. And thank you so much. And anyone who have the same issue with me, regardless which state you are, I'm sure there's a lot encounter the same problem of mine. So hopefully this will give you an idea, or the walkthrough of how much information they required for you to able to apply for the waiver. And then you have to attest if those information entered are correct and accurate. So good luck, guys, and hopefully if you have any issues also, it will be resolved as well. So yeah, with the pandemic change, it's really different, and yeah, I just wish that everyone is safe. So thank you for watching with my tutorial, and you have a good day and be safe. Thank you, everyone. And please, if you are not subscribing my channel yet, please do so. Please support my channel. My channel YouTube name is Filipina Journey in USA Vlog. And if you are a subscriber already, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, and hope to continue supporting and watching my videos. Thank you, guys, and yep, see you on my next vlog. Bye-bye.